Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Sunday, November 16th. All right, I'm just waking up after getting a pretty good night's sleep. My body hurts. I overworked it yesterday. I do want to say, as I was shuffling the decks to lay out the spread for today's reading, there's something very important here about staying positive, focusing on the positive. I know these readings can get heavy, they can get negative. They're more so for informational purposes. Also, and only take what resonates and what doesn't. Not everything is going to resonate with your particular story. You know what does, you know what doesn't. But also do your own research. Okay, the stages of grief are very important. Understanding what certain symptoms of PTSD is very important. Know yourself, know where you're at in your healing process. That's what this is really truly all about. It's not about what's going on around you. Do you want to be aware of it? Absolutely, of course. Awareness is important, but be more so self aware of what's going on inside of you and understand that as long as this is the focus, then you're going to keep yourself stuck. So don't do that. Okay. A lot of you are getting ready to go through um, an upgrade. So, staying positive, staying grounded, eating healthy, drinking lots of water, getting sleep, all of that is going to be very, very important right now. All right. Twin flames. There you go. So, I won't get too much into that, but I will say that, as much as we know about that particular journey, is that it is about self. It is about coming into union with self. That's why this stuff is so important. Phony, trickster, illusions, fairy tale. This is what we're pulling out during the reading. Or the readings, we're trying to decipher in between what's real, what's not, what's illusion, what doors to walk through, what doors to shut. Happily single, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career focused. Okay, so this could be you. And then we've got getting readings. So this could be you, this could be someone else. All right. We've got celestial, extraterrestrial, otherworldly. Okay, so you may want to be focusing right now in on whatever kind of downloads you're getting. If you're seeing specific angel numbers, make sure you don't just push those off. Look into them, see what they mean, get to know the patterns of the different things that you are experiencing and how to navigate those. Some of these things that are coming through, these downloads, are meant to expose um, things that you need to work on as far as your shadow work is concerned. Okay, so I'm getting Mercury retrograde. You could be receiving, and we're in the middle of that right now, you could be receiving downloads that are having you kind of revisit more of the darker side. That doesn't mean to, it's more of a subconscious journey, okay? It doesn't mean like run back in the direction of this, right? Don't go through the gate, but know that you may be kind of revisiting certain things. This could just be for you to see where are you at in the journey? How far along have you come when it comes to your shadow work? If you do have a twin flame, they could be going through something very similar right now, okay? This is for expansion within yourself. We've got illusionist, third wheel. So for some of you, you definitely have someone here that, I don't know, it's almost like they've been trying to keep you stuck in this shadow. They've been trying to bring you back towards the shadow, pull you in that direction. For some of you, this could have something to do with lust. It doesn't have to. Or this could be your person that's dealing with this. Either way, there's definitely illusions surrounding a connection. Someone could be trying to communicate with you in the 5D, someone who is an illusionist. You got contracts, commitment, obligation, agreement. So this could be someone that you had a soul contract with. All right. That doesn't mean that it was a twin flame connection. It doesn't mean that it's someone that you're meant to have in your life forever. It means that this person was meant to show you things about yourself, help you to overcome things about yourself. There's something that's not quite finished here. Okay. Feminine, abundance, queen, fertility, goddess, empress energy. There's something here about you protecting yourself. Okay. Protecting what it is that you've been working towards, protecting who you are today as opposed to who you were in the past. We've got Scorpio. Okay, we're right smack in the middle of Scorpio season. Speaking of Scorpio, we're about to celebrate my little Scorpio son's birthday today. His birthday's not actually today, but it's this week. So I'm excited about that. He's turning 8 years old, and he's lovely. I love him. Let's see. This could have something to do with emotional transformation. All right. For some of you, this could be someone that you were very physically attracted to. All right. Someone that there was a lot of passion when it comes to your, I don't know, it's almost your dark side, right? Because Scorpio can be a really dark sign. They're not afraid to go into the depths. So it's like emotional depthness, but also dark too. So this could be someone that kind of plays on certain darker aspects of you. This is very much your shadow. This is almost like a mirror of your shadow. It's to help you understand, maybe more so what, I want to say, what would make you sick. Okay? I don't know if that makes sense, but we've got guarded, secure, safe. This could be someone that, like, it's not, your shadow side's not necessarily bad. You want to be able to embrace your shadow side. But this could be someone who almost made you at some point feel like you were safe, being able to explore your shadow side a while in a connection with this person, but you weren't. That part of this was a lie. This is almost someone that would want to use and abuse that part of you. We got something here about the law again, too. Give me another one. We're not done with this. Scarcity, lack, poverty, struggle. I don't know. This could be someone who's on some sort of substances here. I don't know. I don't know if you did substances when you were dealing with this person, but and it's almost like they wanted to keep you stuck. They wanted to keep you stuck in whatever kind of shadowy type of stuff you were dealing with when you were with this person. They want to keep you there. They want to keep you stuck in this, like, rather than overcoming these things. So say for you, it was addiction. We're just going to use that example because it's here. If addiction was something that you struggled with when you were in connection with this person wants to keep, so they would have played on the shadow aspects of you in order to keep you stuck in a place of fear to where you would want to use whatever kind of sick uh, um, coping mechanisms that would make you sick. This could be overeating. This could be laziness. This could be depression. This could be a million different things. Okay. It's almost like what you could possibly be susceptible to. This person wanted to keep you stuck in that place, trapped in that place. What else? You know, they also could be trying to make you feel like this isn't over, but this, it is over. It's more so about you understanding that it's over. You understanding if this is where you're at in your journey. I'm no longer susceptible to those things. I'm no longer susceptible to being pulled back into that. I have control over my addictions or my shadow side. I understand what I'm susceptible to. I make choices for myself, you know. So in the contract may absolutely be over for you, but this could be someone who's like, no, 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 we have unfinished business here. We got candle magic. Someone could be doing some sort of candle magic on you, trying to keep you stressed out, gossip, trash talk, lies. So they could be gossiping about you. They could be trying to, I don't know, they could be telling people about things from your past, maybe things that they know about you. I don't know. Snapped, unhinged, instability, crazy. This person's losing their mind. This person's got some issues like within themselves. They could be drinking very heavily, not showering. I don't know, but there's definitely feminine energies here that are talking some way about you. These could be feminine energies that are stuck kind of dealing with this person. Shocking, surprise, unexpected. Somebody read something about you or heard something in a reading about you that surprised them. They're shocked by it. Exposure, bear, reveal. There could be a feminine energy that is seeing readings about a masculine who's being exposed for who they are. You could be seeing readings that's exposing someone for who they are. Binding, finances, love, spiritual, energetic. So for some of you, you could just now be learning about what this person was trying to do here, right? Trying to keep you stuck in a cycle where you couldn't flourish. It's like you can't step into your star energy. You have to hand money over to addictions or bad habits. You can't move on in love. You can't open your heart. You need to do things that lower your energy, type of thing. All right, let's keep going. Sweet, compassionate, innocent. This could be you. Okay, if it is, if this first portion of the reading is resonating with you, remind yourself of these things. Self affirmations. Yeah, round and round, cycles, triggers, lessons. See things for what they are. For some of you, this has something to do with drinking, some sort of toxic lifestyle. Karmic ties, cope. For some of you, this is coping mechanisms. Someone else could be stuck in these cycles too. All right. Let's keep going. Either way, your job is to pull yourself out of them. Really, no matter what the root of it is. We've got keeping tabs. I feel like there's a feminine energy involved here. Divine intervention, time for reflection. So if for some reason there's a masculine energy here that's been absolute trash, and they're stuck, binded to some feminine energy, that has nothing to do with you at the end of the day. That has everything to do with them needing to break their own cycles. Courage, strength, heartbreak. And then we've got honesty and truth here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. What else? Stubbornness. Daydream. Illness. Someone was doing some sort of magic to try to keep you sick. Okay? They were doing some sort of magic to try to keep you sick. There could be a masculine energy that's trying to come out of a cycle. It could be depressed. What else? Fury. Somebody's really angry. Someone could be angry about a masculine who's crying over you. Okay. Again, a feminine energy. Hmm. Let's keep going. Introvert. Overload. Someone's feeling overwhelmed. Someone's feeling heartbroken. Hmm. There could be a feminine energy that was encouraging a masculine energy to continue to drink heavily, like in order to keep them stuck in toxic cycles. So this could be a masculine energy if this is someone who you're mirroring. Say you're prone to some sort of addictions and you've already pulled yourself out of those cycles and moved forward with your life. There could be a masculine energy who's also prone to maybe those same types of addictions. And there's a feminine energy here who's trying to keep them stuck in that cycle. So, like, period, point blank, whether you're in a cycle like that or not, if you're drinking heavily, it is lowering your vibration immensely. It's also keeping you from going out and doing things that are healthy for you. So, like, for instance, um, if yesterday I had been overindulging in alcohol, I wouldn't have been able to get in my car and drive to where I needed to go to hike 8 miles, right? Because number one, I wouldn't drink and drive. Number two, I would have no energy whatsoever, no drive. No, like that's the last thing you want to do, right? You just want to sit at home, drink, cry, eat, um, I don't know, dance around and act like you're happy because, well, you feel good because you're at least on something that's making you forget about your real problems. But there's no forward movement, there's no healing happening in that cycle. So there could be someone who's kind of watching you heal. and they're stuck. What else? Protest. Okay. Calm. This is a masculine who was protesting with a feminine energy. Okay, so I don't know. This could just be someone who's stuck in some kind of very toxic connection. Maybe they drink together. Whatever it is, it's not worked on you. You're perfectly fine. Okay, you could be meditating, taking care of yourself, smelling good, looking good, dressing good. This person's not in that situation. Yeah, we got adventure. Some of you could be doing stuff like hiking, traveling, whatever it is that's your passion, whatever it is that you love to do. Okay. So, anyways, this has come to an end. There's someone here who's wanting to pull you back into a cycle. It doesn't feel like this particular masculine um, is doing work. Okay. It feels very much like they're trying to take or pull you back into a cycle so that they can siphon energy off of you. Yeah, great. No second chances. You got love and safety, ghosted. Yeah, so again, like I said, this is someone who, and non-committal, so this could be someone who cheated on you, is in a whole nother relationship. This is someone you're done with. Um, they're not doing great. What was I gonna say? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The thought slipped my mind. We got Sagittarius here. There could be a Sagittarius involved. We got friends with benefits. Okay, so this could be someone that was a friend with friends with benefits in the past, or that's what they wanted. We got working toward your goals. This is what they're watching. Okay, they're seeing that. No looking back. Okay, you're not looking back. Copying everything you do. So this could be the masculine or the feminine or both of them. And then we got networking. It came out in the reverse, so I'm going to take it in the reverse. And then overcoming obstacles also in the reverse is someone who's very stuck. They're very stuck in a very toxic cycle, using you for money. Okay, so this could have been someone that wanted to put you in a third party, and basically suck off your energy. Like I said, it was binding. It was trying to keep you bound. You can't move on in love. You can't move on with your money. You can't get any recognition. It's all that stuff. Three of Cups. They wanted you to celebrate with them in this cycle. They wanted you to be happy. They wanted you to, it's almost like they wanted, well, like I said, there was those gossip or trash talk, all that stuff. There could be a few other feminine energies here that are into, maybe like this person, maybe once you decided to do better for yourself, this person became very defensive. Like, well, I'm just going to be here celebrating with my other feminine energies here. You could have been in a place of anxiety because they could have had these other feminine energies like talking trash about you. Either way, this cycle has come to an end. Right? Whatever place you were stuck in, we've got Empress. That's right. Empress is never going to be a friends with benefits. Not once you've reached Empress energy. That's not happening. We got the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. This is coming out to clarify working toward your goals, right? Someone's very depressed about this. Someone's carrying heavy burdens because of this. Just know that this is someone who's in a very, very toxic cycle. 4 of Wands. You could be celebrating. For some of you, you could be getting married, reaching some sort of milestone. Okay. Let's keep going. Wheel of Fortune. Something's changing here. Someone could have been trying to network with your people here. We got the King of Wands. Okay. And death. So something's definitely coming to an end. Something new is beginning. The Wheel of Fate, karma, that's all happening here. Someone's exposed themselves. So this could be someone that like they're almost playing both sides of the coin. So this could be someone where like they were stuck in, or they're still stuck in this toxic cycle. They've got whatever it is they have going on. They want to pull you back into it, but that's not working. They don't want to see you continue to rise. So it's like they may be trying to also network with your people or with you, but that's not working either because this person's their energy's not any good. Okay. They were very much trying to pull you down. See how this snake is completely wrapped around that wheel? Like not wanting to let go. You got the phoenix at the top, and then you've got the devil horns here at the bottom. It's buried. It's already done. I keep channeling that T.I. song. The old me's dead and gone, dead and gone. Yeah. So it's almost like this is someone that like you could have just been a completely different person when you were dealing with them. Before your spiritual awakening, before you started doing the shadow work, before you went through these rebirths here, before you conquered your shadow side. This is someone who likes to try to fit in, so they could just be like stuck in these cycles doing this stuff here, refusing to move forward, but they also want to kind of blend in with everyone who is moving forward, and it's really not working for them because they've only exposed themselves. It's like playing both sides of the coin is what exposed them. So they could have been like talking trash about you and trying to network with you at the same time. It doesn't work that way. We got the Hermit, the Chariot. It's two major arcana. Okay, this is about going within, going through a spiritual awakening, forward movement, making a decision, willpower. We got the King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Five of Cups. Or Five of Pentacles, I'm sorry. Someone's out in the cold because they're bound and chained to the devil, and the devil's been buried. Tracking you or someone tracking them. So there could be a King of Cups here, someone that's separate from this King of Wands. This could be who's going through this spiritual awakening, someone in hermit mode. The feminine energy again. I told you there's some kind of feminine energy. The only person you're destined to become is the person you decide to be. The Lovers. Nine of Wands. Ten of Swords. Queen of Cups. King of Swords. The Sun. This weekend. Hmm. I don't know. Well, we got Five of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I don't know if this person's having some sort of wake-up call because they can't it's like this person, they can't network as they're stuck in these cycles. They can't. It's like they can't move forward. They can't get close to you. So I don't know. There could be something about this person. Something could be coming to light about a feminine energy. I wouldn't put too much thought into it because you're way past all of this. What else? Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be an earth sign involved somewhere here. Frosty, cold, manipulative, narcissistic, candy canes, repeated patterns, freedom from strongholds, purification. And Christmas lights, glow, radiance, illumination. Selfie clause, self-absorbed, entitled, attention seeker. Yikes. Okay. What else? Uh-oh. Passion. So for some of you, this could have been a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that you were dealing with in the past, or there could be a feminine energy here who is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. The chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. And then the runner. I don't know, there could be a feminine energy that's chasing after some sort of masculine energy here. Clock needs time, takes time, and cycles, time to heal, progress. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. I feel like there's kind of things going on in both a masculine and a feminine's situation here. So you could have a masculine from your past that's wanting to come in. There could be a masculine here who has either a new feminine or feminine energies that are trying to be in some sort of relationship with him. It's again, like I said, it's Mercury retrograde, shadowy type things coming around. If you were in some sort of relationship in the past with someone who was, whether it was narcissistic, whatever, you don't have to put a label on it because there's all kinds of stuff with that. And unless someone has a clinical diagnosis, you don't want to just go throwing out, you know, what your assumptions are, but you know what you were dealing with. Those types of connections take a long time to heal from because there's programming involved. There's things that you learn, habits and ways of being and ways of reacting or responding to certain situations that come from your experience with someone that you were in an abusive type relationship with. So say here that you're being tempted, and also maybe there's another masculine who's being tempted at the same time. There could be specific types of individuals that come in and try to love bomb you or this person. And there's something here about having to identify and work on how you navigate those types of experiences. So say, for instance, let me give you an example. You were in a very abusive relationship in the past, and in your way of having to deal with this person was if they said something that made you uncomfortable, it was better for you to retreat and to stay quiet, because you didn't know what kind of response you were going to get from that person, or how it was going to affect your night, your next day, your next week, your next month, or when it was going to get thrown back in your face again. So you've got someone that comes in and they're wanting to hook up with you, but they're not going to come in with those and like telling you straight up, like, I want to have sex with you. Uh, but they come in kind of love bomby or overly eager to take you out, um, get you alone, whatever the case is. And you kind of go along with the flow because you're programmed not to speak your mind, not to set boundaries, not to say exactly how it is that you feel, which could be as simple as, I'm not interested in any sort of romantic or physical connection with you at all. You could be afraid to say these things because that's basically how you had to operate for so many years within that connection in the past. So this could be an example of something you need to work on, something to do with your shadow work. Is don't be afraid to step up and say, I'm not interested. Don't, just because you're single doesn't mean that you have to go along to get along type of thing. You could be single and also very well aware of what it is you want and don't want, and knowing that you don't have to explain anything to anybody. You can just say it and let it be what it is. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff that I feel like is coming up right now. We've got wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connections, eternal love, everlasting promise. So anyways, this is what's coming. It's just shadow work. That's all. Mercury retrogrades is super awesome time for that to come up, because that's when the past comes flying back around. Abundance, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. This is what I was kind of starting off with as far as the beginning of the reading goes. To clarify, selfie clause, we got breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm channeling right now. Stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. It's almost like, say you have someone who's a good friend and they want to do something with you and you want to hang out with that person, but you're not interested in them romantically. They're coming in kind of love bombing, kind of hoping that maybe it'll turn into something more. You're afraid to say to them, I don't want anything with you other than a friendship, period, point blank, end of story. It's, you knew you were going to get the silent treatment in the past. You knew that someone was going to not talk to you for the next month because you said something. And it's not even like maybe you said something like that too. It was someone that you couldn't set any kind of boundaries with. Coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change your mind, paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So anyways, there's something here about, just working through this stuff. We got silent night, quiet, stillness, communication block, peeking, spying, stalking, under surveillance, poinsettia, joy, cheer, success. I don't know. There could be someone who's just can't stop watching you and your happiness, which you would know if that's the case. This is someone who's upset because they missed an opportunity. Breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. And then we got divine feminine and illusions, unbalanced, distorted. And then we've got clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. Okay. Boundaries. Someone's upset that you've set boundaries with them. Join forces. This is someone who wants to, like I said, they want to network with you. They want to come in, you're networking, they're watching you network, you've set boundaries with them. Look at these next to each other. So this is someone who's sitting behind a computer watching you. And they're pissed. They're absolutely furious that you've drawn boundaries with them and that you're joining forces with other people. Energy. Direction. This could be someone that you could be being guided away from this person to, because this could be like an energy vampire, right? That could be why you've set very strong boundaries with this person, because they just suck off your energy, steal your ideas. They don't really want to be a part. They just want to take a part. Does that make sense? I don't want to be a part. I don't want to bring anything to the table. I just want to take it apart. Okay? This is destructive. We've got authentic and we've got planning. Release. Epiphanies. Spiritual gifts. Some of you are for sure going to go through a big, like you're going to be coming out of this cloudy judgment, out of the illusions. Throat chakra. There's something about speaking up or not being afraid to speak up. We've got test. Okay, you could be being tested right now. Solitude. For some of you, you need to go into hermit mode. Creativity. Crown chakra. And then we've got intention. This is coming out to clarify intentions. Clarity, separation, conflicted, stress, ecstasy, karma. Someone's going through a rebirth. Someone wants to speak up. You're in separation with someone. You're conquering something. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe get a dream journal. Stay positive. Use positive affirmations. Set your intentions for what you want. Use your intuition here to make a decision. There's going to be a decision that comes up. And I feel like it has to do with signing this contract. Okay? Someone feels like you have unfinished business with them. That contract has not been signed yet. So that could be either, are you going to close out this contract and say it's done, signing on the dotted line, or are you going to continue this contract, or what? Someone feels like you still have an open contract. All right, we got put your hand on your heart and ask, what do I know about this situation? You might be surprised. And then we have being honest is not always easy, but it's empowering to speak your truth. Okay, so there may be a conversation coming up here with someone with throat chakra and honesty and intentions and all that. 8888, personal power. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. Okay, what else? Patience, tiger. You are being reminded that persistence is what is necessary to attain your goals. You need to be patient and trust that the universe will help you through your challenges in divine timing. Success is guaranteed. All right, message from Archangel Michael. Be gentle with yourself. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. And then write about your thoughts and feelings. Some of you may need to journal. All right, we've got skywriting the fates. This is card number 49. All right, what do we have? It is written in the sky that if you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold, and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection, not good or bad, neither inflow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life. With all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. All right, and then let's get an Archangel Michael. I'm going to keep not Archangel Michael. He's my baby. He's my favorite. We've got Archangel Christiel. Connect with unicorns. Receive the white ascension flame. All right, Archangel Christiel. Archangel Christiel has recently entered this universe to help us. He is pure white and comes through the diamond white cross-shaped stargate of Lyra, behind which unicorns wait for us. Then he steps down through the Pleiades to enter Earth through his etheric retreat at Jerusalem. He also accesses humanity through the moon. Archangel Christiel is in charge of the development of the casual chakras of humanity. Your casual chakra lies above your head and is your personal moon. It holds divine feminine energy and Christ light. It is also a peace chamber. When it is open and activated, you can access the angelic realms. When Archangel Christiel sees that you are ready to connect with unicorns, he sends a finger of light via the moon to you, through which these beautiful white illuminated beings can reach you. Choosing this card suggests that you are fully connected to Archangel Christiel and your casual chakra is open and active. It is now a gateway to the angelic realm so that you can communicate with masters, unicorns, and angelic beings. Unicorns, known as the purest of the pure, will be able to access Earth through you and help you seek soul satisfaction and accelerate your ascension pathway. You can also ask Archangel Christiel to take you to meet the masters of the Great White Brotherhood at their etheric retreat, accessed through the Great Temple in Tibet. Here you can receive the pure white ascension flame that enables you to remain aligned to Christ consciousness. Wow, that's intense. All right, so some of you may need to mentor with Archangel Christiel. All right, that was a powerful card to end with. But anyways, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button, comment below. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you during the next reading. Take care.